Hey guys, and welcome to Hearthstone. So today I want to take a look at the new game mode introduced recently by Blizzard, and that is the Tavern Brawl, with the buttons sort of awkwardly pushed in here at the bottom. Now, Tavern Brawl rotates weekly. There'll be a new challenge every week. You can have things like pre-made decks, as we have this week, or you can have special rule sets, different cards being buffed. Essentially, it's all sorts of crazy rules just brought together to bring you this different experience. So this week it is Nefarian versus Ragnaros. You can see here I've already had a little go at this, and your first win each week gets you a card back. So the general consensus so far is that Nefarian is pretty OP, Ragnaros not so much. So I'll kind of give a go at winning with both heroes here and try and show you what they're all about. So let's go straight in and try and find a game then. So here we are, found our first game. Looks like I lucked out a bit, got Nefarian. Need to try and win with that now, not embarrass myself. So Nefarian, unlike most heroes, starts on 5 mana, so you have a bit of an advantage over Ragnaros in your early game plays. We'll probably try and keep the Dragon Consort early, maybe combo that into similar sort of dragon, since Nefarian has quite a few in his deck. Arcanotron is not so useful. This Draconid could be good though. So just start off immediately with Dragon Consort, set us up for next turn. Ragnaros doesn't have too many turn 1 plays besides maybe Flame Imp, although he is playing on the coin, which he may opt to use, and no, he just decides to go with a Flame Imp, which is fine with me. So 6 mana this turn, looking at possibly Draconid Slayer. Okay, and he's given up. Well, I guess we try and fight another game then. Maybe he knows that Ragnaros is not so good. Well, let's try again. Okay, here we go, a new challenger. This time we're Ragnaros, and we will not be giving up unlike the last guy. Need to see what we can do to win, however, as it's going to be pretty difficult. Flame Imp is one of Ragnaros' only 1-drop cards, so we'll aim to keep this. Son of the Flame is one of the more powerful ones, so we'll try and keep that as well, but I'll replace Corrin Direbrew. And we get Living Lava, which is perfect, that's what I was aiming for. That's one of his strongest 2-drop cards. As you can see, a 6/6 taunt is pretty over budget for 2 mana. So I'll just open up with the Flame Imp right away. As Ragnaros, you kind of want to use up your weapon durability as much as possible. As soon as the weapons away, you unlock stronger hero power. You can see the one we have right now just summons a Magma Rager, which is less than brilliant. So we'll just swing at the face there and lose 1 durability. Now Nefarian has lots of options at 5 mana. We might see a Dragon Consort like in my last game, or something else entirely. And yeah, the Dragon Consort, pretty standard. He's going to have a strong play next turn with the reduction. So I think here we just use the hero power. Magma Rager's sort of okay, since Nefarian doesn't have a 1 damage ping unless he manages to get one out of his hero power. And I think we will kill this Dragon Consort using our weapon plus the Imp. Taking face damage isn't so important since Ragnaros has a lot of HP, plus there's Molten Giants and Golemag in the deck, so it can be sort of advantageous to us to approach it that way. You have to bear in mind he has the 2 mana cost reduction here, so we could see something like Chromagus coming out of his hand. This card here is the spell he just got. Looks like he doesn't want to use it. Perhaps it's not direct damage, so the Magma Rager is safe.
I wield the power.
Well, was safe. So, I think 3 mana here. I don't want to play this immediately. This is strong later on, so I think I'll perhaps just go for another Magma Rager. We'll swing at this in case he happens to kill the Magma Rager. The health lost to us isn't too relevant. Now he still has that dragon cost reduction, since Blackwing Corruptor's not a dragon, so Onyxia is a possibility, though I'm not sure it's too strong here. We'll likely see something else. Razorgore. Now, that's one of Nefarian's stronger cards, which is a bit of a problem for us. We don't actually have any way to deal with that right now. Unfortunately, he gets the kill on the Magma Rager, though that was very likely. So, we will definitely kill this off. And perhaps just go Magma Rager and Living Magma. Living Lava, rather. Try and set up a kill on Razorgore next turn. Unless he wipes out both of these minions, which is a very real possibility. Nefarian can get some crazy draws from his hero power here. Can draw spells from any class.
I wield the power.
Another Blackwind Corruptor to get rid of the Magma Rager, that's okay. And there we go, the Polymorph. As I was saying with the crazy spells. If he doesn't kill the sheep, then perhaps we can kill this, although this trap could be problematic. A freezing trap could cause us real problems here. Give it a try anyway and see. And it's snakes, that's not so bad. It does mean we can get the kill on Razorgore now using our Son of the Flame. Magma Rager not so strong now since the snakes easily take it out. So I'll just go for another Living Lava, try and protect our Son of the Flame a little bit. We have lost quite a lot of HP and not drawn any Molten Giants, which is a little unfortunate. It's not looking too good for us. What have you got? Come on. Another random spell. What's in the box? Mind Control. Oh, disaster. This is just how badly things can go as Ragnaros. If Nefarian gets all the great spells, there's really not anything you can do. And now he kills us with the snakes, so great value snake trap for him. I think this is the end for us. Can't Flame Strike just yet, even though he's given us this extra spell power. So we could play Gar, but it has no effect. He has 16, 18, 20 damage, enough to easily kill us. Well, we can waste the weapon charge here, and see if we get a good hero power. It's looking pretty unlikely, however. Go, Ragnaros. Alright, that's not useful. Well, looks like this game's over. We can play Golemag 2020. Not going to do very much because this deck doesn't have taunters in it, so Golemag is generally a bit useless by the time you get to play him. Then you're usually set up to die next turn anyway. So, looks like it's over for us. Alright, Ragnaros. It's generally how these usually go. Ragnaros is not so good. Okay, let's try another one here then, see if we can get a game as Nefarian where someone doesn't just concede. Alright, through the wondrous powers of editing we have a game as Nefarian now. See how we do here. Same opening as last time actually. What a coincidence. We'll keep the Dragon Consort and the Slayer. We don't need Shadow Flame earlier, we'll replace that. Chromatic Drake. One of the stronger cards here. 4 mana, 7/7. Understandably very powerful. It's like we're on turn 1 as well, so we'll go straight into Dragon Consort. Set up the Slayer plus hero power for next turn. A coin into Living Lava here could be a problem for us unless we draw a good spell. But we need to hope he doesn't do that. And he doesn't, so we have the advantage here. Now we could go with the Draconid Slayer play, or we could do both of these, but I think we'll start drawing cards early. It's one of the advantages you have as Nefarian, just draw, draw, draw. Oh, Wind Fury. Shall we play that? Yeah, we'll play that for a bit of damage before he's got the mana to answer it. See if we can rush. Face Hunter style. He does have access to 3 mana here, he might kill it with the Son of the Flame. And he does. That was to be expected. Unfortunately, this kills our Draconid Slayer perfectly, so we need to get a bit lucky here with a spell. Hunter's Mark, well, that's not useful. Well, let's go for another Dragon Consort then. I think we can probably ignore this and just go face for now, let him do the trading. It's on 3 mana, makes it another Son of the Flame. It's not so much of a problem, as far as I know he only has 2, possibly 3 of them in the deck. Lava Burst, that's not a very good card, that's going to overload him by 2. Means next turn he's not really going to have any options. We let him take 2 mana. Okay, let's draw again then. Overpowered hero power. Mistake, yeah, mistake indeed. Portal, well. Let's go for it, see what we get. Ogre Ninja. Yeah, I'll take that for 2 mana. Why not? So, let's play the Draconid then, and we'll throw in the Ogre Ninja as well. 2 mana, so he can't Living Bomb us, which would be a problem since we have no way to dispel Living Bomb. He just goes for the Magma Rager. No better play than that. Well, the Magma Ragers are good versus Nefarian, so that's okay. Another spell, please. Mortal Coil, perfect. Thank you, Nefarian. Goodbye, Magma Rager. Give him an I am sorry. Seems appropriate. Warm thanks, okay. Put in the Drake and Blackwing Technician as well. Just rush. As Nefarian, you generally have control of the early game, but if it goes too late, then the alternate Ragnaros hero power can really ruin your day. Speaking of ruining the day, there's the Living Bomb we didn't want to see. Although it is only 5 damage, it doesn't kill our minions too efficiently. Oh, and there's Shadow Flame, so we can kill this if we want to. So at the moment we have 12 damage here, plus 7 is 19. Plus this is 22. So we're not far off lethal with the Blackwing Corruptor and the Bite. But let's draw again, see what we get. Cleave. Well, that's not so useful here, so we'll attack here. And do we want to play Shadow Flame? We could use the Hunter's Mark with the Blackwing Corruptor, that may be better. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Although, we do want to kill this Magma Rager. And the game is almost over, so perhaps Shadow Flame is better. Okay, we'll play this other Chromatic Drake then, since we have a second answer to the Living Bomb, if he happens to have the other one. As you can see, Ragnaros is just no contest for Nefarian. The power difference is actually quite large. Blizzard kind of dropped the ball on this one here, but I guess the Brawl's only open for a couple of days, so perfect balance isn't too relevant. There's not really any consequence for losing, so no lost ranks or anything. Okay, so he has the new hero power now, but it's probably a little too late. He kills the Draconid. Here comes Molten Giants. And he gives up, so that's that. You can see we didn't even get very many of the power cards for Nefarian. You can just win by drawing with spells constantly. The mana advantage is probably a little bit of an issue. I think maybe Nefarian should have started with a little bit lower mana, or perhaps Ragnaros with a little bit higher mana. At the moment it's very, very hard to win with Ragnaros, because Nefarian just rolls over you way too quickly with way too many strong cards in the early game. The Dragon Consorts in particular can give you a huge tempo advantage, and then you can just roll on the damage with stuff like the Chromatic Drakes and Razor Gore giving you a Bloodlust every turn. So hopefully next week we see another interesting challenge, perhaps with a little bit more balance this time, but we'll just have to wait for that, see what happens. So thank you for watching, and just give this a go yourself. Hopefully you have some fun.
Did you learn anything out there, Ogre?
No.
Ogre, describe how you feel right now.
Hungry.
How would you grade your performance tonight?
Well, you know, there's always room for improvement. We went out there, we gave it our best. We sweat a lot, but we can always do better.